B Company 3 rifles are facing a huge test.
Room clear! Door front, window front!
Embedded with a US battalion at one of America's elite urban training areas. Today's infantry soldier is meant to fight light, leaving behind anything non-essential, their kit streamlined. And here on Exercise Rattlesnake, the riflemen are testing Virtus. It's the British Army's latest innovation, a new personal protective system designed to combat some of the problems experienced with the older kit in Iraq and Afghanistan.
For the body armour, basically your arm rotation of movement, where you've got your weapon system and like you're pretty limited from using your arms, your straps of your Bergen or your Daysack getting caught.
Compared to the new Virtus kit, it's a lot more bulky. I'd say probably a bit more heavier as well. So obviously wearing your Daysacks, Bergens on top of that, it just has more bulk. And like you say, it's quite hard to, obviously very hard to fight in.
Virtus is lighter, slimmer and more flexible than its predecessor, designed to give the future soldier more comfort, mobility and endurance. Webbing is worn under the body armour. Pouches chosen dependent on a soldier's role. There's a lighter helmet, and the Bergen and Daysack fit around the rest of the kit. But these aren't the only plus points to Virtus.
So one of the other key features we've got is the dynamic weight distribution system. This can be fitted into the soldier's kind of Daysack or Bergen or on the back of their body armour. It's a spine. It allows them to balance the weight between their back and their shoulders, meaning that if they're kind of tabbing long distances with a lot of weight, it just kind of gives them the ability to move the weight around and to go further for longer, basically. And now the final system, the kind of thing that is kind of really quite special about this kit, this is built upon the tours of Iraq and Afghanistan, where soldiers probably needed, if they were in a dangerous situation, to get out of their body armour quickly. They didn't have that with Osprey. Here we've got the quick release mechanism, and Connor, if you can demonstrate that for us, it means that if a soldier is in danger and they need to be pulled out of water or a burning vehicle, for example, quickly, they can get their body armour off within seconds and be pulled to safety.
Virtus has been more than 3 years in the making. Now it's in service for British troops, it's being put through its paces in a live exercise environment, seeing whether it's really suited to the demands of today's modern soldier.
Obviously, because we're in it every day, all day, hot weather, doing some large-scale attacks, it will give us a good opportunity to sort of push the kit to its limits. See what it can take.
So we're in the full sort of body armour mode at the moment, but as we move into the force-on-force exercise, we'll be able to move it into the plate carrier, scale up and scale down. So we'll be able to test it in a different environment. This is quite hot, or will be quite hot and humid by the end. So take it to places it's probably not been before and give it a good workout.
From the testing phase to use on real exercise, the kit is of course not without its teething problems for the troops. Weighing up the new pros and cons will take some time.
I like the body armour and the helmet. I'm not too keen on the Daysack and that. Just unnecessary straps getting you with.
I'm pretty confident with my own kit. Like I've used it for like 12 years, and it's I don't like change. Hopefully, I will be using this kit and adapt towards it, and it could be better.
The helmet's a lot better. It's lighter, fits better. You don't sweat as much from the head. It's a lot better, especially with the fixed monocle mount as well.
Because I'm a gunner, I carry most of my link in my Daysack. So if I'm going on a short attack where I don't need to have my snacks and stuff on me, I just completely ditch my webbing, put the link onto my chest, onto the chest hook because it's molly, and just carry it that way. Just makes life easier, less kit, less weight.
Training here in Louisiana has 2 phases. After live fire, there's a blank force-on-force exercise. The rifles have a live enemy to outwit, in what's basically an epic game of Laser Quest. And all of this adds real value to see how Virtus is working.
So in the live firing phase, we were trying to fight as light as possible. So every man was stripped to the basics, carried as little as he needed to, and patrolled in. So everyone was with their webbing. So we've tested it really well with our body armour, the helmets, the interaction with the webbing, and everyone had the opportunity to, because it's so scalable, to put the pouches effectively where they wanted them, where they found them the most useful. So that was really good. Everyone enjoyed that. And now we're going to move on to the next phase, which is where they're going to test it effectively marching quite a lot more, with loaded marching with the Bergen and the Daysack.
Once B Company return from the States, they'll pass on their feedback to the Ministry of Defence, as Virtus is modified and adapted for the British Army's future soldier. Ali Gibson, Forces News, Louisiana.